The Finnish, as the Päijät-Häme District Court in Finland, has sentenced pro-Biafra agitator Simon Ekpa, I beg your pardon, to 6 years in prison for terrorism offences. Well, the court case has run for a reasonable length of time. I recall that sometime last year, or if not early this year, one of the most significant statements that Simon Ekpa made was that he was not a terrorist, he wasn't sponsoring terrorism, but that he was a content creator. He made that known in court, and well, one may find out laughable, but it could also jolly well mean that indeed it could be an evidence tenable in court too. Maybe in Nigeria here that would have been seen as a technicality.
I agree with you. Unfortunately, his lawyer was not able to prove that it was just content that he was creating. The prosecuting side were able to prove beyond reasonable doubt that some of his comments incited activities of terror in Nigeria, and they won the case. Meanwhile, the indigenous people of Biafra have reacted because if you listen to the judgment of the court describing IPOB as a militant group, I think the IPOB believes that comment is going to dent their reputation, and so they have quickly issued a rebuttal.
Indeed, the group that is talking about the IPOB now has distanced itself from the recent conviction of Simon Ekpa in Finland, stressing that his activities have no connection with the group. The group accused the Nigerian government of launching a smear campaign to discredit its detained leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
You know, I thought the same thing too, because if Finland government labels IPOB a militant group or a terrorist group and it stands, it means that when they appear in the Nigerian court, the lawyers can also quote to say that this group, according to the Finland government, has also done activities in Nigeria. So IPOB is very sharp to say, now we need to speak up before they carry Ekpa Sansan pour inside Nnamdi Kanu Gari, you know? So
Well,
basically, for me, my take home is that I hope that the Nigerian government is learning from this process. The Simon Ekpa's issues is not more than 2 years, and the court has finished with it. But Nnamdi Kanu's case is infinitum. I hope that they have learned how important it is to speed up judgment. If you feel that this guy is doing something, bring evidences before him. If you don't have, then release him. So I hope they are learning from this. It's not only to issue statement and say, it's a landmark judgment. Have you learned something from the landmark judgment?
Anyway, the Finnish government also clearly states in what we sent out via what we got this morning, and I want to recall it here. The Finnish government says that Simon Ekpa is a long-term resident of Lahti and one-time local councillor. They said Ekpa reportedly committed the crimes from the Finnish city of Lahti, given the Finnish court jurisdiction. So what is pronounced in Finland, because the court had jurisdiction, can only be said they are not quoted and cannot be effective here. I want to believe that.
When you're dealing with Nigerian lawyers, you have to be one step ahead.
Yes,
that's why IPOB issued that statement sharp before they go and quote now.
Nnamdi's lawyer should also be able to note the fact that whatever happened in the court in Finland, in Lahti, for instance, is because the court there had jurisdiction over it, and that jurisdiction does not extend to Nigeria by any means. Kanu's lawyer should note this.
You can't say you know the Nigeria. My God.
No, that is why it's being pointed out clearly. And one is thinking that, because this is the case really, if you listen to commentaries on the trial of Nnamdi Kanu, several courts had made pronouncements that indeed, if respected, he would have been out of jail.
Even if court has not made any pronouncement, can you hold somebody infinitum? It's not even adding up.
Oh, you see, and then again, what they have failed to realize that even in court, Nnamdi Kanu himself had said that he was freed today, and he goes back to the east. That problem will be solved. He said it, and it's clear. But nobody knows why the government of Buhari did not, respect the judgments of the courts. And up to this hour, we're still looking about what date in October? October 10. That is more than a month away before they now sit over the matter again. Well, ad infinitum, that is like indefinite. Haba, what kind of judgment is that?
Nnamdi Kanu's case will be finished before
Mm.
elections. That one I can bet.
You see,
If I know how Nigerian government thinks,
Mm.
that case will be concluded before the elections.